Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NECA. We will take a look at the daily time frame. I've done this one before, but it's been a week or so, maybe even longer. But these are the annotations. That's where these red and green lines are coming from. But definitely need to get some updates here made, as I suppose I've slacked off on this one a little bit, as I should have gotten this one updated sooner. But I guess sooner is better than later. So the first thing I'm going to do is do a little house cleaning and get rid of these lines down here. Yes, they still pertain to the chart, but in the spirit of, from a presentation standpoint of not wanting to have a million lines everywhere that can cause clutter and confusion, just want to try to keep this chart as black and white as possible. But the first update is based on just a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So for those of you that have watched the past video and remember me talking about 0006 as resistance, which, as you can see here, just multiple times the bulls struggled to get up above it, couldn't quite do it. That was definitely a level of resistance, but when the price did get above it right there, you can see that's pretty much what launched it. However, you could throw this chart right into a textbook, because like I said, you want to see resistances you want to see supports. Can you tell it's Friday? You want to see resistances act as support, and that's exactly what's happened the past several days, including today. You can see 3 different occasions, the price came down here and bounced drop directly off 0006. So like I said, when you could put it into a textbook, that would be a perfect example of a resistance turning into a support. So 0006, definitely that ideal level that you want to see continue to hold strong going forward. Because when you stop and think about it, even if the price comes down here and bounces off it a couple more times before heading back up, at that point, you'd still have, this set of lows right here. You'd have this set of lows down here. You'd have this set of lows down here. If you picture these as stair steps, then you'd still have a beautiful upward staircase. And that's the name of the game. From the bullish perspective, big picture of things, you want to see stair steps going in that upwards direction. Now, what about levels of resistance? Key level of resistance, at least in my mind, right here at 0013. I realize it technically got a little bit higher, but there's a couple more price points, right here at that level. So I'm going to go ahead and call it 0013. Now, if you want to call it 0014, fine. I'm not going to argue against that, but that's going to be the next key, point right there. And by no means does the price, have to break through levels of resistance within a certain amount of time. If the price wants to go sideways through some healthy consolidation, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to look any further. You can look at the very same chart for an example of how I realize, sideways action here is boring, but this proved to be very healthy, as, it allowed the price and then explode upwards. So sideways price action, while not the most exciting thing, is still healthy for, a big picture perspective of the chart. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.